The next candidate that we're going to explore is Mr. Eugene Yu, and his page is a lot smaller than Mr. Gonslave's. We'll go over it. There are basically two parts that I'm going to talk about: his about page and then his plan. So before I get into that though, Mr. Eugene Yu, when I met him, basically the only thing he had to say is that the Democrats are crazy, so we have to be crazier. Well, I don't agree with that at all. I do agree in the fact that the Democrats are crazy, but we don't need to be crazier than them. We need to be the sane ones in the room. We need to bring sanity back to the national stage, not go off the deep end of madness. So we'll start here about Eugene Yu. Eugene Yu was born in Ichino, South Korea. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It's South Korean, obviously. He moved to Augusta, Georgia as a teenager and became a naturalized citizen of the United States in 1977. Eugene has spent much of his life giving back to and serving the country he loves. After graduating from high school, he served in the United States Army as a military policeman. He continued a career in public service after leaving the Army, working as a sheriff's deputy and later as a firefighter in Richmond County, Georgia. Fed up with the government run by career politicians, Eugene wants to make a change in Washington, D.C. Eugene has pursued the American dream throughout his life, and he wants to ensure that the dream can continue to become a reality for all Americans. A conservative Republican, Eugene believes in smaller government, fair trade, lower taxes with a balanced budget, and the right of individual citizens, not government, to make personal decisions that affect their lives. Eugene believes in the American dream because he has lived the American dream. And so, I don't really have too many critiques here, because it's just about him and what he stands for. Let's take a look at his plan. So there's his plan. Smaller government, lower taxes, balanced budget, term limits. Okay, so I'm wondering if he's going to put the term limit on himself because he's for term limits. But some interesting things is he doesn't mention anything about how to get to a smaller government. He doesn't mention the Constitution. And come to think of it, I don't believe that Mark Gonslave mentioned the Constitution at all. And most importantly, he doesn't mention the pro-life issue. He doesn't mention the murder of 1 million babies a year at all on here. So there's Mr. Eugene Yu for you, and that's really about all I have to say because he doesn't have much to say about himself.